Hey friend, welcome to Finding Life. My name is Brian Bell. I'm so glad you're here. It is Thursday, March 16th, 2023, week 7, day 4, live stream number 35, day number 75 of the new year. Let's know where we are, let's know where we're going, and let's make today count. My first thought this morning when I woke up was the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy, but Jesus came to give us life. So let's have life. Let's live. Let's choose to live. Let's choose today to make today count. And speaking of making today count, have you guys seen the Casey Neistat's video, Make It Count? The commercial he made for Nike? If not, be sure to check that out. That is probably my favorite video of all time. And I have it listed on my favorites list. You can go over to my YouTube channel, my playlist, a few of my favorite videos. It's the second one listed there. And Casey Neistat, that dude is so creative. Probably my favorite YouTuber so creative. And let's see, I'm gonna click over here. And but yeah, if you haven't seen that, it's on my playlist, and then I'll also have a link to it down below in the description after the recording today. Good morning, Bobby Bell. We have you here on the show. Let me get you added in. Bobby Bell, morning with some sunshine. We are missing the sunshine here in Southern California. We have had so much rain. It is unbelievable. I looked at the forecast last night. Bobby was asking yesterday, like, how much longer before we see the sun? Last night, right before bed, I looked at the forecast. 8 more days, it says. 8 more days before we have a forecast of sunshine. It is insane. Robert Francis, good morning, brother. Let's get it. Good morning, bro. We missed you last night. We had Echo Group. We have Echo Group, Community Group, Life Group at our house every Wednesday night. I got a picture here from last night. Let's go over here. Here's a picture last night. It may not look like we're being very social here. Everyone's on their phone, but here, this was after we all ate together. We had breakfast last night. It was so good. Bobby works so hard each week. She's working like 7 days a week right now, and she's working, and she does all this cooking and preparing for Echo Group each week. And shout out to Bobby this morning for all the hard work that she does. She's such a great host, and she's such a blessing to everyone around her, everyone that comes into contact with her, everyone at her work, at church. Bobby Bell, you're awesome. We love you. And last night, this game here, we're actually playing a game called Photo Roulette. It was a game where it pulls like 16 random photos from your phone. Up to 10 people can play at a time. They pop up, the photo pops up on your screen. You have just a few seconds to choose out of the 10 people playing whose photo this is. And it was a lot of fun. We got to learn some stuff about some people last night. The first round we did photos, and then after that we started doing videos. So it started pulling like random videos from your phone and showing them to like 10 different people playing the game, and you had to pick whose video it was. So some things we learned last night. We learned that if it was anything related to basketball, it was Bree. We learned that if it was a landscape shot video of someone driving down the road, it was Ray. And then also Lucas. Last night I learned about Lucas that I saw this one video, like this kind of slow pan of landscape. I was like, oh, that's Lucas. I already picked up on his video style. Hey, good morning. Good morning, Mom. So great to have you on the show with me. So great to have you. So glad you're able to join in. Mom says good morning. And then she also says that she sure is a blessing, talking about Bobby. So, yes, she is. So great to have you all on the show here this morning with me. So thankful to have you here. I'm always here to, my purpose here is to just get our day started right, to lay the foundation in the Word, to find life in the Word, laying the foundation, and just to help you get your day started. Like one of the things for me, I would be on my way to work, and I was like, man, I wish there was someone like live right now that was just on that I could just connect with. And so I didn't really see that. Wasn't really finding what I wanted. And so maybe that's my inspiration. It has to be for why I wanted to do this morning live show. I just wanted to go live every morning to just do my best to be a source of hope, of light, of encouragement, of positivity, of encouragement, just to help people get their day started right, to start on a positive note, a happy note, and a joyful note. And then, the whole thing about finding life is where do we find life? The source of life is God, the Word, And so this year we're laying the foundation in the Word. I was talking about creativity a while ago. I know like these morning shows are not super creative, but I'll get more creative as we go. Right now we're just laying the foundation, just getting started, and laying the foundation in the Word. And we are children of the Creator, so we are ultimately very creative, right? All right. So what are we going to talk about today? Let's see. Talk about Echo Group, the photo roulette. One of the things I want to continue talking about this book here, Tim Keller, Make It Count. Tim Keller, Every Good Endeavor, Connecting Your Work to God's Work. This book here. Hey, I also want to say, like Lucas and Audra, I know last night you guys were talking about joining me on the show this morning. The show, like, I am super thankful for anyone that joins me on the morning live show. I'm super thankful for anyone that joins me here live every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. Pacific, or on YouTube after the recording, or on the podcast, or at church on Sunday. Like, I'm just super thankful. And the word today is really good, and it talks about thankfulness. And hey, Bonnie says, I made it. No meeting. Bonnie made it to the live show. Great to see you, Bonnie. Great to have you on the show with us. And like sometimes I just want everyone to know that like I am super thankful for anyone that's able to join on the live stream, but I never want it to be a burden, or I never want it to feel like an obligation. So, you know, I'm doing these shows, laying the foundation in life, trying to be a source of light, hope, and encouragement. But I never want it to feel like an obligation or a burden on anyone. So, but I am always super thankful for anyone who's able to join, especially on the live stream. I appreciate all you guys being here. And Phil, you know, if you are hearing this on YouTube or on the podcast, join me anytime, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. We would love for you to join in. You can join the live chat. You can ask questions, leave comments, be interactive. You know, we're looking for a community here. We're not meant to do life alone. We are meant to do life in community. And whether that's online or whether that's in person or any way that we can find community, we're meant to do it together. So let's do that. I want to talk more about this book. This book to me has so much good stuff in it. There's no way for me to cover it in one broadcast. I think eventually I will as we go forward, I am planning to do like some edited videos like once a week, or get into doing interviews and things like that. Right now, just doing the live stream in the mornings, but we're going to continue to evolve the show. I'll probably do one major video on this, but right now I think I will I'll just kind of do some tidbits along the way. So today, I read a little bit of this last week. I read the foreword. Today, I want to read a little bit from the introduction. Timothy Keller, who is a church plant pastor in New York City, and he's actually going through cancer right now. His latest post on Instagram, he's having to restart some cancer treatments, and so he needs our prayers. Timothy Keller. A lot of people need prayer. Speaking of prayer, I have an email set up just for prayer. So if you need prayer, you can email me at prayer@sbrianbell.com. I also have that email address down in the description. If you need prayer, you can email me. Let me know. I'll pray for you. This book here, Timothy Keller, Connecting Your Work to God's Work. A couple of things here. I'm just going to read some of the things that I've highlighted from the introduction. He says, the 16th century Protestant reformers, particularly Martin Luther and John Calvin, argued that all work, even so-called secular work, was as much a calling from God as the ministry of the monk or priest. When we work, we are the fingers of God. And I wrote, we work to serve others. This understanding elevates the purpose of work from making a living to loving our neighbor. In this reformed view, the purpose of work is to create a culture that honors God and enables people to thrive. If you're a Christian who is trying to be faithful in your work, you might find yourself trying to weigh sentiments as varied as these. So listen to these and think about how you think you serve God at work. Here's a list. The way to serve God at work is to further social justice in the world. The way to serve God at work is to be personally honest and evangelize your colleagues. The way to serve God at work is to just do skillful, excellent work. The way to serve God at work is to create beauty. The way to serve God at work is to work from a Christian motivation to glorify God, seeking to engage and influence culture to that end. The way to serve God at work is to work with a grateful, joyful, gospel-changed heart through all the ups and downs. The way to serve God at work is to do whatever gives you the greatest joy and passion. The way to serve God at work is to make as much money as you can so that you can be as generous as you can. And then he asks, to what extent are these sentiments complementary or actually opposed to one another? And he talks about that being a difficult question, but part of the thing he's looking to do is to bring some clarity to these questions. And then he says, if you revise each of the prepositions by adding the word main, as in the main way to serve God at work, then the views contradict. But if you keep the propositions the way they are, claiming that each is a way to serve God through work, then the statements are ultimately complementary. And then he gives a quote here from J.R.R. Tolkien, the guy who wrote The Lord of the Rings. He says, Tolkien believed that God gives us talents and gifts so that we can do for one another what he wants to do for us and through us. And that's all I highlighted in the introduction. I'm going to take just little pieces of this at a time as we go forward. This book, so good to me, and I'll continue to share that. Let me know how I can help you find life. Hey, my purpose here is to live my life true to me and help you live your life true to you. Let me know any way I can help. You can join the live stream. You can add comments, questions. You can leave comments on YouTube. You can send me an email. You can set up a call with me. Everything. There's links to everything in the description below. Let me know how I can help you find life. I'm here to help. I'm here to serve. Bonnie, I did copy your live stream. Bonnie requested that I pre-post the reading for the day so that she could look at it before the live show and give some feedback and insight, and we can make this interactive, which is what I want. I want it to be an interactive live show. And so Bonnie's been reading ahead and she's been leaving comments. Yesterday she had like 3 or 4 comments on the live chat before I went live, but then as soon as I went live, they all went away and we lost them. Bobby Bell says, let's see here what she says. Bobby says, yikes, the one about going through the hard stuff every day at work with happy and grace is hard. Oy vey, work. Yes, work can be very challenging indeed. And that's one thing he talks about. I read something else about that, I think last night. Talking about I think it's coming up, Bobby. I think it's coming up, talking about our views of work. And it's coming up. All right, we're going to get into the Word. The Word is life. The Word is the foundation for life, the foundation for finding life. It is alive and active. It is sharper than any double-edged sword. Wisdom says in Proverbs 8:35, whoever finds me finds life. Matthew 7 says, small is the gate and narrow the path that leads to life, and only a few find it. I'm here to help you find it. Let me know how I can help. We are going to continue reading on in Mark this morning. And the Word, it is good. As always, Bonnie, I do have your comments from this morning copied, and I will paste them in after the reading. All right, we'll try that. Mark 13. The day is coming when you will see the sacrilegious object that causes desecration standing where he should not be. Reader, pay attention. Then those in Judea must flee to the hills. A person out on the deck of a roof must not go down into the house to pack. A person out in the field must not return even to get a coat. How terrible it will be for pregnant women and for nursing mothers in those days. And pray that your flight will not be in winter. For there will be greater anguish in those days than at any time since God created the world. It will never be so great again. In fact, unless the Lord shortens that time of calamity, not a single person will survive. But for the sake of his chosen ones, he has shortened those days. Then if anyone tells you, look, here's the Messiah, or there he is, don't believe it. For false messiahs and false prophets will rise up and perform signs and wonders so as to deceive, if possible, even God's chosen ones. Watch out. I have warned you about this ahead of time. At that time, after the anguish of those days, the sun will be darkened, the moon will give no light, the stars will fall from the sky, and the powers in the heavens will be shaken. Then everyone will see the Son of Man coming on the clouds with great power and glory, and he will send out his angels to gather his chosen ones from all over the world, from the farthest ends of the earth and heaven. Now learn a lesson from the fig tree. When its branches bud and its leaves begin to sprout, you know that summer is near. In the same way, when you see all these things taking place, you can know that his return is very near, right at the door. I tell you the truth, this generation will not pass from the scene before all these things take place. Heaven and earth will disappear, but my words will never disappear. However, no one knows the day or hour when these things will happen, not even the angels in heaven or the Son himself. This is saying that not even Jesus knows when this is going to happen. It says only the Father knows. And since you don't know when that time will come, be on guard, stay alert. The coming of the Son of Man can be illustrated by the story of a man going on a long trip. When he left home, he gave each of his slaves instructions about the work they were to do, and he told the gatekeeper to watch for his return. You too must keep watch. You don't know when the master of the household will return, in the evening, at midnight, before dawn, or at daybreak. Don't let him find you sleeping when he arrives without warning. I say to you what I say to everyone. Watch for him. All right, today's psalm. The Lord, the mighty one, is God, and he has spoken. He has summoned all humanity from where the sun rises to where it sets. From Mount Zion, the perfection of beauty, God shines in glorious radiance. Our God approaches, and he is not silent. Fire devours everything in his way and around him. He calls on the heavens above and earth below to witness the judgment of his people. Bring my faithful people to me, those who made a covenant with me by giving sacrifices. Then let the heavens proclaim his justice, for God himself will be the judge. O my people, listen as I speak. Here are my charges against you, O Israel. I am God, your God. I have no complaint about your sacrifices or the burnt offerings you constantly offer, but I do not need the bulls from your barns or the goats from your pens, for all the animals of the forest are mine, and I own the cattle on 1,000 hills. I know every bird on the mountains, and all the animals of the field are mine. If I were hungry, I would not tell you, for all the world is mine and everything in it. Do I eat the meat of bulls? Do I drink the blood of goats? Make thankfulness your sacrifice to God, and keep the vows you made to the Most High. It says, make thankfulness your sacrifice to God, and keep the vows you made to the Most High. Then call on me when you are in trouble, and I will rescue you, and you will give me glory. But God says to the wicked, why bother reciting my decrees and pretending to obey my covenant? For you refuse my discipline, and you treat my words like trash. When you see thieves, you approve of them, and you spend your time with adulterers. Your mouth is filled with wickedness, and your tongue is full of lies. You sit around and slander your brother, your own mother's son. While you did all this, I remained silent, and you thought I didn't care. But now I rebuke you, listing all my charges against you. Repent, all of you who forget me, or I will tear you apart, and no one will help you. But giving thanks is a sacrifice that truly honors me. If you keep to my path, I will reveal to you the salvation of God. Some strong words today. All right, today's Proverbs. The way of the Lord is a stronghold to those with integrity, but it destroys the wicked. The godly will never be disturbed, but the wicked will be removed from the land. All right, that's today's word. We're reading straight through. We're not skipping anything. New Testament, Psalms, and Proverbs every day. Laying the foundation for life and finding life. Thank you all for being here. Let me get Bonnie. Let me see if my paste is still here. No, let me go over and get Bobby's comments. You guys can add any comments before I end the show. Let me see if I can grab Bonnie's comments and get them pasted in here. There we go. Let's try that. Bonnie Newman Vincent, good morning. After reading, now I can add it to the broadcast. There we go. She said, after reading, the only thought I have is to be prepared for the day of the Lord is coming. Stay in the Word, keep your light shining, and stay awake. Funny because the rest of it cut off. Funny because I want to go back to sleep. All right. Good word. Good word. Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you for your input. Thank you for joining along in the reading. Thank all of you for being here with me on the morning show. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for the like. I appreciate the like. That helps. Hey, let me know any way I can help you find life. I'm here to help. And make it a great day. It's Thursday. Sometimes we call this Friday Junior, don't we, Bobby? Sometimes we call Thursday Friday Junior, but I kind of feel bad about that. I kind of feel like Thursday deserves its own day. Like Thursday should just be Thursday. Let's just enjoy Thursday. So happy Thursday. Have a great day. Make today count. Let's live with intention. Let's take ownership and control what we can control and let go of what we can't. Let's find joy in the journey. Bonnie, thank you so much. Bonnie says, thank you, Bri. I love your insights. Thank you, Bonnie. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate your support. And until tomorrow, let's choose to live. Let's have life. Let's live. Let's do our best, honor God, live with intention, find joy in the journey. I'll see you tomorrow. Hey friend, thanks for watching my video or listening to my podcast. Again, I'm so glad you're here. If you would like more information about finding life, please be sure to subscribe. Don't forget about my free PDF download, The Top 3 Keys to Finding Life, which also includes the one decision that completely changed everything for me and can for you too. I'll have a link to it below. If you would like to help me help others find life, please be sure to give me a like, leave me a comment, a review, share with your family. I get helps me help others find life. Lastly, don't forget to let me know how I can help you. What challenges are you facing? What are you struggling with? Let me know how I can help you specifically. Leave me a comment, send me an email, or set up a call with me. Until next time, let me leave you with this. There is a common thread that connects us all, and there is more to life than meets the eye. If you have ever felt like there has to be something more to life, you're on the right track. Keep moving forward.
Yeah.